Hi all again and welcome to my channel. Are you feeling these high vibrational frequencies? Because I am. I don't know which foot I'm dancing on sometimes. I feel out of place. I feel energy coming in that my body almost just can't handle. But if you've done your detoxing, if you've cleansed your body, if you've gone through the process of aligning with source as best as you can, you're going to let as much in as you can, and the other will just bounce off, or they will hover in your field until you're ready to absorb these energies. But as of right now, I know that a lot of you are confused. You don't know what to do. You're at a level where you can make a certain choice in your life, and you have to accept that choice for what it will be in the future. So don't be afraid to step in the direction that feels the most comfortable for you. Because there's no wrong choice in the ascension process. You choose to ascend at your given time, at your own pace. Okay, so I have something that I like to read. This is mostly a Q&A that I've gathered, because as I just go through my day, I think of things that I need to say, or I clarify maybe some of the videos that I've said I would do earlier. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to do a little bit of a reading, and it's sort of poetic and it's story like, and it's going to be addressed to some of you that are in this dilemma where not sure of which direction to go, or where you want to go but you just don't know how to get there. Okay, it's an impasse. We're at a level where um, the energies that are coming in are allowing us to feel differently among some and among others. Those that block away these energies are just not going to accept it, and they're going to remain in their current state of where they might be. And I use 3D as an example because we're moving away from 3D. So if we don't have 3D, and each level of dimension that exists on planet Earth goes by threes, so let's suppose that then 3D is gone, right? And then you just left with 4, 5, and 6 now. So we're at fourth. That doesn't mean that six dimensional energies aren't coming in. They will come in. What will happen then, you'll just start to wake up the energies of the resonance of where your soul rests is where you'll want to be. Okay? So if you are a fifth dimensional being, you'll be at the fifth dimension. If you are higher dimensional, sixth dimensional being, then that's where you'll be residing, or that's the kind of energy flows that you'll receive in order to get there, to get at a level where you feel comfortable. So I'm going to read this very slight, poetic sort of writing that I have to address a few things. So a group sits back. Your journey is vast. Lots are cast and turns are taken, and your mission is ongoing. You know you chose this, but don't know why. Forward you're pushing along. You won't hit a wall. Yet your actions are taken into account. If I say that your higher selves chose this as a part of your assistance, as you sat in the background and wonder, how I wondered about myself. What if your moment really hasn't come around just yet? For you, all of this will be yours. For others, let it be, because equal or bigger than me you are. Positive and negative, is this what Source wants? These are the laws of creation, and those beings above us keep us. Would they ruin a surprise? Or a beautiful awakening? I believe you're much greater than what you think. So there's lots of many that are slightly confused about where they should be. And, I strongly believe that those that fall in that category will certainly move along to where they need to be. But for now, you are at the dilemma of correcting a right that is wrong. And this goes back to Atlantis and Lemuria. So I'm just going to keep that in mind for you. I want you to keep that in mind. Okay? Now, for those higher dimensional beings, there's also a message that I came across. And here it goes. There are different levels. If you're an eighth dimensional being and drop down to the fifth dimension, you will not know that you're an eighth dimensional being. Your life experiences on a fifth dimensional planet will be fifth dimensional. Okay? So I can be, as an example, an eighth dimensional being. I could drop down into a fifth dimension and I'll live a fifth dimensional experience. Okay? You will learn. Have you heard that Source wants to know itself more and create levels? And you will learn. Have you heard that Source wants to know itself more and created lower dimensions to know itself? So if you read enough books on these subjects, you'd understand that Source wanted cast itself down in order for it to experience itself. That's why we say that we carry a God spark within us. Okay, so I'm just going to read on because I can explain it here, but I'd rather just read how I wrote it because it makes more sense that way. Okay? Well, if you're an eighth dimensional being, couldn't you go down to a lower dimension to experience yourself? Okay? Also, the saying, you are God and you are a spark of the Creator. So if you are a spark of the Creator, and you would just want to do the things the Creator does for itself. Well, an eighth dimensional being, of course, would want to experience itself at a lower dimension and drops down to a lower dimension. Okay? Some believe this as a half-truth and will forever walk the walk of ignorance if you can understand what I've just said. So ignorantly, you can think, oh, I am God or I am Source. But you're just a part of Source that's living within itself to experience itself. Okay? And again, I wrote my favorite phrases here. Follow your heart and live your truth. Okay? Now, for those that were asking about, what are the things that I do for myself that allow me to stay grounded, I'm just going to, read what I wrote here, but it could have been said a little better and use it as an example. Please don't, it's not a guideline for the things that you would do because each of us are different in their very own way. Okay? So let me go on to say this, what I do personally and how I view the world that's around me. Okay? When I need to ground myself or connect with or align with Source, right? When I need to feel that grounding feeling, okay? I look to see what is missing. Am I overly masculine or overly feminine? And I do activities accordingly that match the energies that are missing. So if I'm being overly masculine, you can say that maybe I'd start drawing or writing or listening to music that aligns more with my feminine aspect or a feminine aspect so that I can balance myself and I can be grounded for myself. Okay? So we both carry masculine and feminine energies within us. Okay? So you could be overly masculine. Have you ever noticed that there's males that are just overly feminine and females that are overly masculine? That's the energy that we both carry within us, except that there's an imbalance. Okay? And those energies can be balanced. But it's still your choice which energies you want to resonate with. So if I see someone that's resonating with an energy that I don't feel comfortable with, but yet this person wants to express themselves in that manner, then it's my opinion to think of what they are, but I know better to know that we both carry these energies, and this particular individual wants to focus on masculine or feminine energy. Either way, that's how they're going to express themselves. So we're talking something of, right? We're talking about social issues here and things that affect us in our daily lives, which we can all see. So I'm going to leave this video at that for now. I'd like to thank you for watching. I am going to continue with a few other shorter videos. And again, you have a good rest of your day. Take care.